He's going to the line.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, good day to you all. How's it going? My name is Sean David, and I welcome you back to the Basketball Time Machine, your NBA old school show. In today's episode, again, I want to talk about Larry Bird and take a look at NBA legends, giving their best stories about Larry Legend. And also, I think I found some new clips that you hopefully have not seen before. But before we start with that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. If you're new to the show, please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy the content. All right, you guys, I would say let's get right down into it. Now, the first clip that I want to take a look at is from Isaiah Thomas. And this one is pretty interesting because Dennis Rodman made some kind of outlandish comments about Larry Bird. And if you remember, like back in the days in the 80s, Rodman already said something about Larry Bird. Isaiah Thomas confirmed it, and Isaiah got into big trouble. But this time, he learned from his mistakes. Let's take a look.
Dennis Rodman said that if Larry Bird played today, he'll have to play over in the European League because of the way the game is in 2023.
Here's what I'm not going to do today, because you do have to learn from your experiences.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Only thing I'm going to say is, that's what Rodman said. If Larry Bird was playing today, he would still be the MVP of the league, and his team would still be winning championships, because we just watched the Joker, who is very similar to Larry Bird, take his Denver Nuggets team and win the championship. If I look at these two players, and if I'm saying they're similar, then Bird probably win 2 or 3 championships in this era also.
In this era right now.
Out of all the players we played against, when Larry Bird caught the basketball, we were most afraid of him. And it's hard for young people to understand, because those of us who was around in the 80s, who really got to see him and the Boston Celtics play, he just didn't miss. And when he missed, you were shocked that he missed. 33 and green, he was the dude.
And the next story that we're going to take a look at is from John Spider Sally, who obviously played for the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons and who had so many matchups against Larry Bird. And yeah, he just tells you again about the confidence of Larry Legend. Let's take a look.
You know, we kind of knew. You knew who was better. Nowadays, you don't know. I would be afraid to play against Luka. I'm telling you personally, that's how good he is. And I know Larry Bird, he's this much below Larry Bird, or maybe that much. But Larry Bird would put fear in me and everyone else, just like Luka does.
So when you said that Larry would put the fear in you, like, walk me through that. What do you mean by that?
Larry knew me since I was a sophomore, because we would go up there. It's not illegal to go up and be in a camp in Marshville, in Boston, and you work in a camp, but really you're there to play against those nighttime games. So Larry knew who I was, and I get in, Chuck Daly has me starting one time, and Larry looks around and goes, what's up, Sal? I said, nah. He goes, you on me? I said, yeah, I got size on you right now. I've been watching every movie. He goes, y'all not double teaming? And he's looking around. He goes, yo. I go, nah, it's just me, fella. He goes, mouse in the house. Mouse in the house. And they change the play. And he catches the ball. He does this. And he shoots it. He says, Sal, you better ask for a double team, bro. I got 2 quick fouls because I'm smart like that. Yeah, he was, and he was always in shape. And he hated Bill Laimbeer.
Larry could just flat out score and give you numbers and be talking shit. There were times I had to guard him. You know the player's coming, but he would tell you what's coming. And he says, if you trail, I'm going to trail into the lane and to a little floater. And he said, if you fucking pop, he said, if you try to get over the top, he said, I'm going to pop to that corner and bust a jumper in your face. I'm like, fuck you. I'm all up on him. You know, I got his shirt tail. I'm holding it. You know, I'm like, you know where I'm from. I'm from Gastonia. I mean, he ain't talking. He ain't gonna. Sure enough, man. The ball comes in. DJ takes a couple dribbles. I'm quick. I'm quick enough. I think I can get over the top. I get over the top. I get out there, but he pops to the corner and I'm running. He kind of waiting, you know. He was an asshole.
Like, what was it about Bird that was so special? Man, listen, I hate when they compare people to Larry. Yeah, Larry was a phenomenon.
Confidence. If he can get his shot off, he felt like we was going to win the ball game.
Yeah, Rob, I wish you would have played against him, man. Larry Bird was the biggest shit talker in the league back in the day. He would tell you exactly where he was going, what he was going to do. And he did that to us in the finals. He was like, guys, don't worry about it. I'm going to go right over here to the corner. I'm going to catch the ball, I'm going to shoot it, and ain't shit y'all can do about it. I mean, just like, and he did exactly that. You know, so I wish you would have got a chance to play against him.
You know, because I always think about that moment. I don't know how true this is, but you remember the time when he was playing Atlanta, and he told the guy, he says, I'm going to bank a 3 on you. And the guy says, bullshit. So,
on the out-of-bound play.
Throughout the game, throughout the game, he never got to say, he said, you know what? He goes back in the game. I think he had like 50 points that game or something.
I noticed it because Kevin McHale ended up having the most points ever scored by a Boston Celtics, right? And Larry told him he should have got 60 because he broke it against Atlanta like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah, and it was in the bench. Atlanta bench got in trouble because they out here rooting for. I'm like,
you can see it. I mean, if you go back and look at the tape, you can see the bench. Every shot he made, they're going crazy.
It's like he unbanked this one. It's like, see, that's what you want, because when someone's telling you what they can do and you can't stop it.
Larry Bird basically taught me how to trash talk. It was my second game of my career, and I'm scared to death already. And he walks out, and he just stands next to me, and he leans over and he looks at me. And I didn't pay him any attention. He said, do you honestly think you're gonna guard me, motherfucker? Then he stands up and he looks over at our bench and he looks at Cotton. You all think this rookie gonna guard me? Man, I'm gonna bust you up, just right in my ear. And then finally he walks around, stands in front of me, said, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna wear your ass out. Game starts and he's just wearing me out. And he came down, he said, I bet you can't do this. And he raises up from Steph Curry range and he shoots an air ball. And I look at him, he like, that don't matter. It's the fact that I can do it and stay in the game. I bet you can't.
I remember the time when Larry got on the roll, started shooting the ball, every shot was going in.
Goodbye, she's gone. I guess the 2-pointer was too close.
When he runs by the bench, he goes, that's a heat check. Just see how hot I am. All right, he runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league. And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me? He goes, well, nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
Athletic now, but his ability to shoot the ball, depending upon the team he's on, like he can get anywhere he wants to be and shoot over smaller players, and he was one of the most crafty players the game has ever seen. So I think his game translates to any time period.
Larry Bird talked a lot of shit. Bird used to tell me, look here, man, I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open. All that shit. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit.
You know, before I let you guys go, I want to talk about the comment that Dennis Rodman made about Larry Bird. Now, you guys probably know Dennis Rodman is one of my favorite players of all time. I love that dude so much. And I was very, very much surprised about his comments about Larry Bird playing in Europe in today's NBA, which I think is just bullshit. Come on, Dennis, you should know better. And it's kind of interesting to see how people compare Larry Bird to Jokic. Yes, they have similarities in their basketball IQ and their court vision and not being the most athletic guys and so on. But to me, there's still one major difference why I still have Larry Bird way higher than Jokic, who still is a great player in my opinion. But the one thing that separates the two is the killer instinct, and that Larry Bird would do whatever it takes to win. He would die for a loose ball. He would mentally kill you with his trash talking and so on. These are qualities that not every great player has, and this is what separates Larry Legend from many, many other great NBA players. But you guys let me know in the comments below what you think, okay? So that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.